but I wanted to share because nothing gets me more excited than receiving this in the mail. No matter how much I order from Amazon or whatever, nothing gets me excited as this. So I'm about to open up this package that I just received. I left my other pocket knife inside of my jacket, so you know I gotta use the magic knife, right? So I'm gonna open this box. You got this box. You probably already know what's in here, but this is the most recent and the most updated version of it. I hope I'm not wrong. So we get that cut open. This is a collector's item, but what good is this? I'm a utilitarian, right? What good is it if I'm not going to be able to use it? Right, so we get the box open, and yes, it is what I think it is. It is what I think it is. So we got the box right here. I'm gonna take this out. Man, it's getting thicker and thicker. That's how I like my ladies, right? Thick. Look at that book, man. Look. So we get, I think it's 8 in here. So there we go. We got 8. We got 8. And this one, I believe, has the foreword in it. So does it? Okay, yes. So the foreword is in this one. So if you get one of these with the foreword embedded, you get one of the first editions, right? Foreword is in there by the Legendary. Look at that. So I want to read this foreword. And just again, thank you to Ron for doing this, right? So here we go, right? Insider secrets. And I want a quick story. I'm like, Ron, you got to sign. I'm like, I got to get a picture of you for the book, right? For the foreword, you contributed to my book. And he's like, sure. Then I gave him the book. I showed him the book. I'm like, and he's like, oh, great. Make sure. I'm like, do you want a copy? He's like, yes. Right after you sign it, I'm like, okay, I'll get you a copy. And then I showed it to him. I'm like, look here. And he's like, you see what's wrong with this? And I'm like, no, I don't know. Why don't you just tell me what's wrong? He's like, never use all caps. It's hard to read. And I'm like, is it hard to read? Yes, right? Does it matter if it's hard to read to me? No, right? Because it's not hard to read to me. I do require a little bit of strain. I have to focus to see what it is, right? To see what it's about. And Ron's like, never write in all caps, which he absolutely has a point, right? Additionally, right? And this is why it's helpful not to take offense to things. Additionally, he is older, right? He's older, so he's a boomer, right? He's the older demographic. So here we are, like, and I asked some of my colleagues and people that are closer to my age, and I'm like, is this hard to read? And they're like, no. But which is helpful because it's not really hard to read to them. I'm pretty sure they gotta focus like I focused, right? Because I got 20/20 vision, and I still have to like, all right, let me see what's going on here. But can you imagine what the older people are going through experiencing this? It's enough frustration. So what I did was I was like, look, Ron, thank you. I appreciate that. And as soon as I get home, I'm going to have this cover updated, right? So this is being changed as we speak. I'm having my editor change this, and I'm also going to add like a couple more changes. So I'm going to put the full title, which is real estate marketing. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to change the font. In addition to, I'm going to title case it. So it's not in all caps and it's not difficult to read. So I really appreciate him giving that feedback. And that's why I appreciate honest and direct people. If you could like just get out your feelings and take feedback for what it is, your life will be so much better, right? This is why I'm a huge advocate of coaches and mentors, because typically they will deliver information that way, where it just punch you in the face, right? Punch you in the face, but it's going to get you to where you need to get to. right? So some people want to be spoiled. Oh, I just need to be talked to and catered to a certain way. And guess what? Most of the time, those type of people, they have very little or very minimum results, right? So just pay attention. Within the real estate industry, we have what is called I like to refer to the DISC behavior assessment, right? And over my years of studying, I'm not a complete professional, but over my years of studying, you want to know who have the most success in this business? Or it's the D's and the I's, right? So in this, you got a D, you got I, you got S, and you got C, right? And they stand for different things depending on what test that you take. However, in my experience, for the most part, I've seen them say that D is decisive, right? Or dominant. So I learned that D stands for dominance. So I'm typically speaking, when I'm talking about high D, I'm talking about D for dominance, because that's my personality. Not personality, that's my behavior. I'm pretty dominant, right? So again, what I'm saying is that that behavior type, D and I, right? Within entrepreneurship, those personality types do really, really well. They're really good at so D, for example, they're good at decisions, the bottom line, getting you results. And I's, they're good for networking, smooching, and making the connections that need to be made, right? So if you want, again, like I'm saying, right? If you can get out your feelings and not worry about, oh, my feelings are hurt, I need to be catered and swindled to, right? You can have successful business. And again, successful businesses are typically at the helm of successful businesses are either D personalities or I personalities, right? And I say personalities, but that's interchangeable with behavior. So D's and I's are entrepreneurs and they do really well. And then you got the S's and you got the C's, and the S is for, I think it's, let's just say steady, and C is for compliance, right? C is for like very detailed people. So I'm a high C, right? I'm a high D, but I'm also a high C, right? My I is very low because I like to, let's get to the bottom line. Let's worry about the results. So those are my behaviors. And I just wanted to bring that up because I always get people, and again, in my experience, right, when I don't want to be catered to, you just give me the bottom line answer, I do really, really well, right? Also, in my experience with coaching and masterminds, people do really well when you give them the real information, right? Business owners. When you go over to, oh, I need to be catered, I need to be swindled to, these people don't have a lot of success. And they belong in the category where they kind of maintain things. They might not be ideal for entrepreneurship, which is okay. Everybody shouldn't be an entrepreneur or a business owner. That's okay. It's not a negative thing. Like, we all need each other for this world to work, right? So again, I appreciate Ron for giving me that direct information. I did go on a little rant there, but I want to emphasize and focus on the importance of people giving you direct information and not catering to you, right? Because serious people, they don't have time to cater to you. They're worrying about getting you a result, or they're worrying about their own business, getting it fixed, getting it resolved. Emotions and being catered to is too gray, too blurry. That being said, I'm going to read this foreword by LeGrand. And here's how it goes, right? So, foreword by Ron LeGrand, the godfather of real estate investing, right? So I met Ron, I forget how many years ago, but I met him a couple of years ago. We were doing like a mastermind, and he popped in, and he was giving us feedback for how to make our groups grow, right? And I was affiliated with a particular group at that time, and we were not doing great because we were not doing great with our marketing, right? And one of the things that people keep getting confused is they believe that marketing and tech are the same, is what I've discovered within our industry. And they are not. They're interchangeable. They're dependent upon each other in a way, but they are not the same. So it really helps when you have a tech professional as well as a marketing professional, right? It really helps to have those people on your team. And that's kind of how our company formulated it, because we wanted to give people those resources that they need regarding tech and marketing. So I met Ron, and he was like, look, most of your groups don't even know how to market. You're scared to sell, and you don't know how to use, marketing. And I'm like, wow, that's really interesting, because this is the same thing that I have been saying for quite some time to our group, as well as the other groups that were part of the mastermind. I've been saying this for a long time. And I don't think anybody ever understood or get it, right? And most people still don't understand or get, like, what's the importance of marketing? They just don't get it, right? So Ryan came, he's like, number one, you gotta learn how to market. Number two, it's like, you gotta be willing to sell something, right? So some of the groups are not for profit. Some of the people are scared to sell. Oh, we don't want to scare our customers away. We don't want to sell them. And you have to run a business. To run a successful business, there needs to be some money coming into the door. And one of the ways you get that money in the door is by marketing, right? And selling products, offering services that people are willing to buy. Some people are willing to pay full price. Whatever you offer them, they're willing to pay. Me, as an example, if there's value, I will pay. No problem. No problem. I'm not scared for somebody to pitch me or sell me. I'll pay. No problem. So Ron, he gave us that feedback, and I was like, damn, I really appreciate that, because that's what I've been saying. And I started to go down a journey on how to help real estate entrepreneurs specifically, right? Like at the time, it was these real groups. But it's like, all right, how can I help them employ marketing into their business in a way where, how can I help them employ this stuff, right? How can I use my skills to help them employ tech and help them employ marketing? So I started doing research. I started picking up clients. I started doing some stuff, and I came up with a process, and I came up with an understanding. I put most of it here in this book. That's the whole purpose of the book. People are like, hey, what do you do? Well, we do a lot of stuff, right? And if you check our marketing, this is a version of marketing. You can check our website. You can check our YouTube channel. We have a Facebook group. We have a ton of different marketing assets and marketing resources that you can check to find out what we do, because we're an agency and we do a ton of things. We do coaching. We do consulting. We build websites. We build landing pages. We build marketing campaigns. We do so much. It's a lot for you to, it's a lot, for me to just say, hey, we do this. It's all out there in our marketing. And different people will need and be on different journeys. They'll require different things. So anyway, I'm going to get back to reading this foreword by Ron LeGrand, and then I'm going to let you go, right? So, foreword by Ron LeGrand, the godfather of real estate investing. This man is a legend. I admire and appreciate him. One of the reasons why is because he's very direct. And when he gave us that direct information, it changed our life, changed my life, right? He's like, you don't know how to market. You groups don't know how to market. I'm like, well, I've been saying that for a long time. I'm glad someone else came in here and said it straight up like that. So here it goes. Foreword by Ron LeGrand, the godfather of real estate investing. Marketing is one of the most important aspects of your business. Why? Because if you don't have marketing, your business won't generate many leads. Think about it like this. No marketing equals no leads. No leads equals no conversations with sellers. No conversations with sellers equals no deals. No deals equals no business transactions, right? Lastly, no business transactions means no money in your pocket. And let's face it, money is what is going to keep your business running, healthy, and functional. Marketing has always been important to any business, but it's even more important to real estate businesses. With the surprise lockdowns in 2020, marketing has become even more important these days. So many people are overwhelmed and distracted by too many things online and offline. You need to find a way to separate yourself. You need to help sellers and buyers determine why working with you is in their best interest. You need a way to make sure you're instilling confidence, trust, and faith in buyers and sellers. Well, you can achieve all this and more with proper marketing, advertising, and lead generation. If you are confused, overwhelmed, or stuck in regards to what you need to employ effective lead generation and marketing into your business, this book goes into detail on what you can do to eliminate the confusion. Whether you are interested in marketing yourself or generating leads, this book will help you as a real estate business owner and entrepreneur. This book breaks down step by step the important aspects of lead generation and marketing. It's put together with the main objective being to help you understand simply. Even if you don't have any experience with marketing, if you have read thus far, you already understand the importance of marketing. And you already know that no business can succeed without proper lead generation and marketing. So what's the bottom line? Marketing and lead generation are vital to any business. If you want your company to grow, you need to generate leads and turn them into customers. This book is a great starting point for learning how to do that. It can show you where to find potential leads and teach you how to reach them in a way that is respectful and relevant. But it's up to you to take action on what you learn. Read this book with an open mind and be ready to take action. Yours truly, Ron LeGrand, right? So that is the foreword that Ron LeGrand did for this book, right? And if you are interested in purchasing, all you got to do, I'll put a link in the description, but it's also on Amazon, right? I also have a website, REmarketingBook.com. You can visit that website and you can get a ton of bonuses when you purchase the book using that website. So again, remarketing, real estate marketing, insider secrets of successful advertising, lead generation, and marketing implementation for real estate entrepreneurs. This is a guide, and it's going to tell you, it's telling you what no one is telling you about marketing, tech, and lead generation. So I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate you for watching this video, and I will see you on the other side. Bye-bye.